Welcome back to the Action Bible Narration by MC Brown, and I'll try to truncate these reviews as quick as I can, especially if somebody's jumping in again for the first time. So again, we're in the Action Bible, a graphic novel that is illustrated by Sergio Carrillo, general editor Doug Mouse. Hopefully I'm getting that right. I am only showing one view as I go through this out of respect. I want everyone to hopefully buy this and read along with it. Otherwise, you can just listen to my narration. Again, as I did last video, if I miss something, I will correct myself at the end if I have to. I try not to break what I'm doing. There was one error that I made, so I apologize for that. I'm going to try my best to jump right back into it. I was thinking about this as I began and stopped the last video because we're still recording this on the same day, so I'm not getting quite feedback from you guys yet until I actually record on a new day after posting part one. I'm going to just read them as you guys are reading along, hopefully. So, and it might mess you up if we go like this, but hopefully you understand who's speaking. And I'm just hoping that you will be inspired to buy your own Action Bible and read along. That's really the whole goal of this, because I'm not trying to spoil anything. I think the creators of this wanted to give people a tool as well. So the whole point would be this. Otherwise, I'd give you a better picture, not this angled picture of it too. So, I do want to let you guys know that when doing this, that's the reason for this. So I'm hoping people will read along, and I need a picture as I read. Otherwise, this would be a black video. So that's really the reason. So hopefully I've answered any question that maybe somebody might have had from the previous video that I will not know yet because I haven't posted it yet, but that's the reason for this. So, it's a kind of gray area. I just want to hopefully give a nice tool, as we explained in part one, just hopefully inspire others like I'm inspired to read it myself. Like I said, I'm restarting everything for the purpose of the series, and I don't want to keep blabbing on, obviously, and jump back into it, but I just want to give you guys an update on that. So we're resuming on page 24, so any people that are jumping right back into this is Brother's Blood Cry. So if you got your Action Bible, or if not, we're on page 24 and resuming based on Genesis 4:5. I'm not going to say thanks, who, whatever. I'm just going to come to the assumption that you're following along with an Action Bible or can follow along with the story. And that's something I'm choosing to do, and I'll just kind of read it from there. Let's jump in. Based on Genesis 4:5, Brother's Blood Cry. Outside the Garden of Eden, the land is barren, hot and dry. Weary, alone, and frightened, Adam and Eve search until they find a place to make a home. Remember how beautiful Eden was? If only it is our own fault for disobeying God. But I will teach our children to obey and love God. If I can help it, they won't repeat our mistake. So Adam teaches their sons, Cain and Abel, about God. God made the earth and everything we have. God even gave me my little lamb. Sheep are dumb. How can I thank him? When you're older, Abel, you can give God the best of your flock. He told us we should make sacrifices to show our thankfulness. As the boys grow to manhood, Abel plans for a day when he can give his thank offering to God, but Cain thinks only of his crops. If Abel gives God a sacrifice, I'll have to offer one too. God is pleased with Abel's gift, but Cain's grudging spirit displeases God. Why should God be happy with Abel and not with me? It's not fair. As long as Abel is around, he'll always be the favorite. God told me I could choose to have power over my sin, but I'd rather choose to not have a brother. Cain gives in to his jealousy and kills his brother. Now I just need to pretend I don't know anything about Abel's death. But God calls out to Cain. Cain, where is your brother? I don't know. Am I supposed to keep track of my brother? He knows. Your brother's blood cries out to me from the ground. From now on, the ground will yield no fruit for you, and you will wander the earth until your death. Please, God, this punishment is more than I can take. God's sentence is carried out. Cain flees to a land called Nod. Eventually, he will get married, start a family, and build the first city, which he will name for his son, Enoch. But in the meantime, Adam and Eve are heartbroken over losing both of their sons. Our house is so empty now, Adam. Will we always be alone like this? We brought this tragedy on ourselves. So did Cain. But God has been good to us. Let's ask him now. Let's ask him to help us now. In time, God gives Adam and Eve a third son. We'll call him Seth, and we'll teach him to obey God the way Abel did. Seth learns to obey God. Two of his descendants are Enoch, who walked with God, and Methuselah, who died at the age of 969, the oldest person who ever lived. As generations pass, however, people turn away from God. They lie, cheat, and murder. They worship the sun and the moon and the stars, and they bow down before idols. But there is one man, Noah, who looks on the sinfulness of the world with fear. How long will God allow this wickedness to continue? Rainy Days, based on Genesis 6 through 7. Your wickedness cannot continue. Turn away from your idol worship. Return to God who created you and gave us everything we have. God didn't give me everything I have. I stole it, Noah thinks he's better than everybody else. But Noah remains true to God. One day God speaks to him. I'm sorry that I ever made humans. They are corrupt and violent. So I'm going to destroy them, Noah. Noah, you have been faithful. Build yourself a ship, because I'm going to flood the whole earth. Noah obeys and begins building an ark. He follows the instructions that God gives him. That crazy Noah thinks he can float a boat on dry land. What will he think of next? When the ark is finished, God tells Noah to take 7 pairs of each kind of animal and bird that is used for food, and 1 pair of each kind that is not used for food. Noah and his family enter the ark. Now I've seen everything. Old Noah spent 120 years building that huge ship, but he never thought about who would close the door. Either he's crazy, or he knows something we don't. Don't you start preaching like Noah. A few days later, suddenly lightning flashes, the windows of heaven open, and the rains pour down. Floodwaters rise rapidly. Maybe Noah's right about his ark. Don't worry, there's never been enough water here to float a boat before. Yes, but it's also never rained like this before. Look, the door of Noah's ark is closing. But who is shutting it? Could it be Noah's God? But it is too late. The people who have spent their lives rejecting God now see that God has finally rejected them. And the rains pour steadily for 40 days and 40 nights. Water flows over the land and rises above the mountaintops. All the earth is covered. Only Noah's great ark survives. The flood destroys everything evil. As the rain pours without stopping, Noah and his family work hard to care for the animals in the ark. Have you fed the cows and sheep yet, Shem? Yes, I just finished. Now I'm going to feed the reptiles. And now I have to clean up after the cows and sheep and the reptiles. One day the rain stops, but the ark still floats. Above the flooded earth, land is nowhere in sight. All right, I think we're going to stop here. We're on page 35, A Rainbow Promise. So, like I said, trying to keep it to around the 10-minute mark. So we'll stop at this point in the video. Again, as we get rolling, we're going to find a rhythm, and apologize for any thing else from there. So yeah, we'll get this at the 10-minute mark, and we'll just try to keep it, the videos, as short as we can, and go from there. I know there's been some videos that read the whole chapters and volumes of the Bible, so yeah. Try my best to make it easier for you guys, and the more videos we make, the more you can just jump right back in. So when we resume, and I may make one more here on this day before recording on a different day, that way I can get more feedback from you guys. But as of now, we're stopping on page 35 of the Action Bible. And when we resume and come back, I'll try my best to jump quicker into the videos. I always want to assume that maybe it's the first video for someone. So again, I'll try to do the best quick overview I can to get right back into it. So we'll see you guys soon. Please like this video, subscribe, share it. Anybody you know might need it, might need God in your life. Please, please, please pray for all of you guys all the time out there. Hopefully you guys, this is helping and enjoying you. And yeah, God bless you guys. We'll see you next time.